welcome back to the Citytilidie channel, and let's forget all the despondency, let's be positive moving forward, and let's do a Pepsi 11 for the visit of Feyenoord to the Etihad on Tuesday evening, 8 PM kick-off, match day 5 of course of the new Champions League, 36 league table. We sit 10th I think at the moment from memory. I'd never looked that up before I started doing this, but I'm fairly sure we sit 10th. I'm recording this on the 24th of November 2024, so all facts and stats are correct as at that time. So we'll have a look at Feyenoord, how they're doing so far, and we'll try and pick a Pepsi 11. Yes, it should be quite easy these days, shouldn't it, with all the injuries, but the trouble is we don't know the players playing and who's on the bench, who's actually fit really to start a game anyway, so it is getting a little bit difficult at the moment, but we'll do our best, and let me know your thoughts as well, guys. It'd be great to have that. This is on TNT Sports. If you're not there, of course, there's still tickets there a couple of days ago. I'm sure it won't be a sellout. I don't think the Champions League games at the Etihad have been a sellout so far this season. Please, we've had two competitive meetings with these back in 16-17, of course, a 4-0 away win and a 1-0 home win, and I cover those a little bit more, and a couple of the friendlies we played against them as well in my City 130 Feyenoord European special. So please, guys, have a look at that. There should be links on the screen or in the comments below. Have a check that out if you can. I try and make the history side a little bit, it can be a little bit dry at times, but it's certainly never dry with City, is it? I mean, always something happening in City's history. So how are they doing? How are Feyenoord doing? Well, the Champions League so far, they look a bit of a disastrous start. It ended Feyenoord 0, Leverkusen 4, but they improved after that. They beat Girona at their place 3-2, and they beat Benfica at their place 3-1, and then unfortunately did get turned over by RB Salzburg at home 3-1. To follow, of course, they've got Sparta Prague to play. They've got Bayern Munich to play. They're both at home, and they've got an away match at Losk. So they currently sit 21st of 36, so if they can keep that position, that'll be enough to get them into the qualifiers for the last 16. So I think probably a win and a draw might be enough, but obviously it's until we see these things panning out over time, it's hard to predict, but I think a win and a draw, or win and a couple of draws definitely from the last 4 games, a couple of wins will be enough for it. One of those 4 games is against us though, so yeah, let's say a win and a draw from the last 3 games, shall we? In the league, in Dutchland, in Holland, they sit 4th in the Eredivisie, and though not a disaster, they do appear to be missing the influence of a certain guy who's doing okay over here at the moment, isn't he? And I'm sure I'll be talking about him in a few days' time, Arne Slot. But in 12 league games, they've only lost 1, so perhaps not as bad as it first seems. And their away form in the Champions League, played 2-1-2. There's no lack of confidence. Brian Prisk is the manager at the moment, who's got the hard act to follow in Mr. Slot, of course. And at the moment, the jury's a little bit out. But a win or a draw at City, which a month ago perhaps looked a daunting task, but certainly looks a lot closer now, doesn't it, the way things have gone with City. And that could change the dynamic, of course, for the manager and Feyenoord this term as well. I'm sure Priest is not going to show City any real respect for this one, and I think he'll go for it. So that is the problem there. They've got nothing to be scared of, that's for sure, I don't think, at the moment, so why not? So that brings us to us, really, doesn't it? What can we do? Well, the team versus Spurs, if you look at the squad and team and who's on the bench, Ederson, Walker, Stones, Akanji, Gamadio, Lewis, Gundo, Silva, Savinho, Foden and Haaland. The bench, Ortega, Aki, Grealish, De Bruyne, Nunes, Wright, Simpson, Pusey, O'Reilly and McAtee. I can't see anyone available to come back into that squad. And of course, we've seemingly lost Stones now, although I've not seen any confirmation of what's going on with John Stones yesterday at half-time, but seemingly he's gone, he's crocked again, simple as that. Realistically, off the bench, who could you see getting a game? Well, people probably think Ortega might get a shot at this. Personally, Pep has to play his strongest team, and as you know, my strongest team is always Ederson, so I wouldn't have thought so. But of course, Aki, who came on for a half yesterday, didn't quite look fully fit, but you've got to believe that he's almost ready. Grealish again came on for a few minutes, so you think he might come on. And of course, Nunes, who was generally rested yesterday because he has been one of the main sort of stays in this City team so far this season. You've got to think Nunes might come off the bench for this as well. But KDB's the funny one, isn't it? Who the hell knows with KDB? He certainly looked good for 15-20 minutes that he was on yesterday, but whether he can start a game, Pep and the sort of physios will know, but we won't know for that one. So yes, Aki for Stones perhaps. That's my thoughts. If Stones isn't available, Grealish for Savvy. Give Savvy a rest. I think he needs it. And Nunes for Lewis. How about those three replacing them? So if you go on that basis, this will be my starting 11. So my 11 tentative. I could hopefully get 8 or 9 out of this, but who knows? Edison, Walker, Aki, Akanji, Gvardiol, Nunes, Gundo, Silva. Well, Bernardo, shall we say, he's always been called Silva now, well, it's Bernardo, Grealish, Foden and Haaland. So there you go, that's my 11. Let me know your thoughts, guys. As I said, yeah, I'm still positive on this one, which will bring us to the predictions, of course. And Andy Morrison, who unfortunately does these probably 2, 3, 4 weeks ahead of what's going on the pitch, he said, if we bank points against Sporting, we didn't, Andy, a win here should almost guarantee a place in the top 8 or near as, and I put a sizable wager that we'll cruise home in this one, providing nothing unexpected happens. Pep will want to secure a round of 16 spot as soon as he can, so expect our strongest 11 for this one, injuries permitting, of course. Yeah, it's funny when you have to do these 2, 3, 4 weeks ahead of time. If Andy knows what he knows now. I think Andy would probably still predict a win for us, but he went 4-0 for this one. City 4, Feyenoord 0. You get 10-1 on that at the bookies. So yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't be going for 4-0 now if he did it today as I'm doing this. Yeah, it's a must win. Anything less is unacceptable. We've got a very difficult game coming up at weekend against Liverpool. The possibilities of winning that are very slim, I would say, on current form. A win here won't do any harm. It's as simple as that. I mean, a loss here and we may as well jack it in, mightn't we, guys, if we lose at home to Feyenoord, unfortunately. No disrespect to Feyenoord, but in the context of things with City at the moment, it'll be a disaster. He may be able to rest a couple of his best 11, if whatever he considers his best 11, does he even know what it is anymore? Or do we have a best 11 with players playing probably not 100% fit either? But a strong team will start surely this game. So my score, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to tell you now I will not be positive for the game after this, but I'm going to be positive for this one, and I'm going to go 3-1. I think we'll concede again. And that's 9-1. I say this is, we'll stay tuned for my Anfield Pepsi 11, which won't be that long after this one, will it really? So there you go, guys. Other odds at the 22nd of November. Now, this might have changed. I did this on the 22nd of November, say I'm recording this on the 24th, but I'm sure it's not affected just yet, the Champions League bookies odds. To win the Champions League, we're still favourites, 7-2, and yet Liverpool are 6-1, 4 favourites, which doesn't make a lot of logic, really, does it? Liverpool are playing far better football at the moment. Real Madrid and Barca are both, you can get 5s and 11-2 on both of those guys. So we're still reasonably firm favourites. If we beat Feyenoord, we'll be okay. If we don't beat Feyenoord, then that might drop a little bit, to say the least. Most popular score lines for this game: 2 and 3-0, you get 13-2. A 2-1 City win, you get 17-2. A 1-0 City win, you get 9-1. And a 4-1 City win, you get 14-1. The match odds themselves, yeah, City 2-11 on. So I can't see much change to that one, even with our current form. A draw is 6-1, a Feyenoord win is 14-1. So Feyenoord fans, you can certainly dutch that and do okay. Well, there you go. Next up, of course, player ratings. I'll be there Tuesday night, so the player ratings will be out on Wednesday. I might do the story of the game on Thursday, or they might both come out together. Of course, there will be a Pepsi 11 for the visit to Anfield out very, very soon as well. I won't pretend to you that I'm going to be positive about that. At the end of the day, it's who you're playing and how you're playing yourself. And at this point in time, before Liverpool play today against Southampton, which I thoroughly expect them to win, I expect to be 11 points behind the Liverpool outfit by the end of play next weekend. But we'll do a Pepsi 11 and let's, fingers crossed, not always the best team has to win, does it? But history. Everything else is pretty much against us at the moment. So, but anyway, that's that. Let's get this Feyenoord done and dusted and check out my reports on that game. Thanks, guys. Please, if you are new to the channel, I try and be positive. I try and be realistic. I don't use the word positive and negative. It's realism. Just be realistic. It's as simple as that, and hopefully not get too down about it. You know, it's we've been worse than this. Of course we have, and we get through it. Life's life, isn't it? Football's nice when you're winning, but you just stick up for your team when we're not. So please join me if you're not already. Please press that subscribe button, press the bell notifications, everything. City past, present, great to have you on board. If you check through the channel, you'll see stuff on film and TV as well, another passion of mine. So if you're interested in that, have a look. If you're not, and you know somebody might be though, please kick them in my direction. And please, if you do, there are ways to help support me. If you can help support the channel in any way you can, please stay tuned for some information on how you can do that. I hope you enjoyed the feature, and yeah, if you can support me through the subscription, if you can subscribe, guys, that'd be wonderful if you've not already done so. We do actually have memberships at the moment, just 99p a month, so you get access to all my City stuff, including all the history vlogs, dozens and dozens not been published yet that you get immediate access to, and every time I do a edit and do a vlog, you get immediate access to it as well. So you can have a copy of scripts as well if you want any hard copy of the sort of things I do on matches and teams and managers and players, etc, etc. So if you can join the membership, that'd be wonderful. We do have sponsors at the moment. Kippax 6505 are our current sponsor. They have a little eBay shop, so if you check in the comments section, there's a link there to the shop. They sell movie posters from the 90s and 2000s. They sell DVDs, some classic Hollywood movies, some classic foreign language ones. And if you do see anything you fancy on there, if you do place an order, just mention me, just say Bernard sent you, and you automatically get 10% reduction in the cost of your order. So fill your boots, guys, and my thanks to Kippax 6505. And yeah, if you want to support the channel just by watching the ads, that helps. You know, watch the ads, let them play through while you just have to check your phone or something, let it play out. And of course, if you follow any of the links, that always works as well. You know, you follow a link to one of the ads and you fancy something. I've done it myself. I've followed a link and actually purchased something from another organisation, but you know, it can happen. It can happen. Not all ads are stuff you're not interested in. And of course, if you can give us a like, guys, that's be absolutely fantastic. All likes are much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next time, of course, I only ever ask one thing, don't I? Please, I ask you all to stay safe, especially you Blues. Until the next time, come on, City. Bye for now.